Hello everyone. One of the last videos I did about Nicole's bombshell information coming from the ID channel, what the DA had spoken about, that she was the bombshell to the case. There was a subscriber of mine that had made a comment and it caught my eye. That channel is called Know My Worth. She says, I'm a bit confused. I thought his boss at Anadarko called the police when his family went missing to share with them that there was these emails between Chris and Nichol Kessinger. That's why she went to police. She went not to help, but to save herself. So I decided to do the research on this and make a video about it because I had not seen this information before. So really, to break it down, she gave them the information after finding out one of her bosses or manager had given them the information about the emails. So therefore she knew she had to come forward. As she stated, she was worried about his family, which is far from the truth, in her eyes especially. So I dug these up from the discovery, and it says it should be noted that approximately 3 hours before the polygraph was scheduled to begin at 8 a.m., this polygraph was scheduled to start at 11 a.m. It says, I received a phone call from Anadarko Regional Security Manager Tony Husky. Husky advised he had reviewed Chris's computer network traffic, and it was possible Chris had started a relationship with an Anadarko contracted employee. Husky advised he located emails between Chris and the contracted employee, who he identified as Nichol Nikki Kessinger. Age 30, Husky said it appeared a relationship between Chris and Kessinger started around June of 2018. Husky further explained Kessinger was on the geosciences side of the company and helped survey land. Husky explained Chris and Kessinger worked out of the same office in Platteville, Colorado. Husky advised he would be forwarding the emails to law enforcement as soon as it was cleared by their legal department. The emails received by Husky are attached to this report. Now this is the same morning, 8:15 at 8:07 a.m., still 3 hours away from the polygraph. It says, I received from CBI agent Stacy Galbraith that Chris Watts possibly had a girlfriend, Nikki Kessinger. This information was provided by Tony Husky. Husky forwarded the email communication between Kessinger and Watts that may be relevant. Agent Galbraith requested that I do a full workup on this individual and completed searches in the public criminal justice databases to prepare a full and complete law enforcement support packet. The packet was forwarded to all relevant law enforcement personnel. These are the emails that they're talking about that he sent over to law enforcement. I also have another video analyzing these emails. All these emails are in order from date and time that were sent and received. So the first one started with Nichol sending a mass email to all the workers in that area. Gentlemen, I spoke with my gas monitor vendor regarding your app access. Our account has been reset. Please continue to use the same credentials you were provided upon receiving your unit. Let me know if you continue to have issues or require anything further. Best regards, Nikki. And Chris emailed her back. Thanks, Nikki. Have a great rest of your day. Now, this is on a different day, June 12th. Nikki said, Chris, thank you for being honest with me this morning. Truthfulness is so underrated in our culture. They had met up that morning in the office. They probably had a nice little conversation, and this is what she's talking about. Then Chris replied back and said, I'm a straightforward guy. Lying just complicates things. I think you're absolutely stunning. And from what I've learned about you so far, you seem like an amazing person. I hope to contact you to get to know you better since we have a lot in common. She replies back and says, agreed. It's always nice to find people you can relate to. I enjoyed talking to you as well. I feel understood. I am looking for a person to build a beautiful life with. Seems so simple, but is so unrealistic sometimes. Build something similar to what you have done with your wife and those cute little girls. I do believe in karma, so out of respect for myself, you and your family, I think it is best that we keep our friendship at work. By the way, I keep these conversations we have between us. Chris replies back, yes, a beautiful life is something that is hard to find in this world, since people always seem to have an agenda for everything. I do believe in karma, so I agree with you with that as well. Any conversations we have will stay between us. No need to worry there. My work phone number is blah, blah, blah. If you need to get a hold of me in the field. It's kind of stupid that he gave her phone number. I just kind of can't get over that because she already frickin' knows it. Anyways, he says, sometimes email can be tricky with spotty service out here. I have an early morning meeting and then I'm going to do lotto for a construction crew on various sites all day. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have an amazing day. Okay, so now we know the timeline. It's 8 o'clock that morning on the 15th, the same day of the polygraph, 3 hours before the polygraph. And then Chris was arrested that night once they found Shanann's body after he was forced to confess. So now, Nikki caught wind of these emails that were sent to the authorities. So now you look here, and she called the Frederick Police Department to give them her information and her story about Chris Watts. So it wasn't just the bombshell information. She did try to help herself in this situation, as she told them that she was worried about his kids and the pregnant wife and this and that. But really it wasn't. I mean, clearly Nichol Kessinger is a very selfish, narcissistic psychopath, as we know her to be. So anyway, so that call got called in at 8 about the emails, and now here it is. She calls into them for the very first time at 9:49 in the morning to the Frederick Police Department. And to verify that phone number, I did look it up, and that is the Frederick Police Department. As you can see here, this is when the missing persons information went out on Facebook on August 13th when they first went missing. And there's the Frederick Police Department's phone number. This is what Nichol had first told the authorities when she was being interviewed. She had told them that on Monday, August 13th, Watts told her that his family was gone and he did not know where they were. Kessinger believed that maybe Watts' wife had become fed up and just left, so she was not overly concerned at first. Kessinger became concerned on Tuesday, August 14th, 2018, after Watts' family had still not been heard from or located. So she contacted law enforcement in order to advise law enforcement of her relationship and offer possible assistance of locating the missing persons. Watts does not know Kessinger has been in contact with law enforcement. So they're making it look like, and she's making it look like, that she's concerned with finding their missing persons, but she's already been caught red-handed with these emails. So now she has nothing to do but to go forward to them. Now here's the other documents about August 15th. It's collected by Philip Jones. It says it was collected on 8/15 at 5:36 p.m. So this is when they had met in the park to do her first interview. So on 8:15 in the afternoon, Nichol Kessinger was interviewed at Majestic View Park at 8880 West 72nd Avenue in Arvada, Colorado. Her father, Dwayne Kessinger, was also present. After being advised of the identity of the interviewing agent and the nature of the interview, Kessinger provided the following information. Now, I'm not going to read off the whole report on this. I'll just read off the most critical parts. Starts off with Kessinger works as a contractor for Anadarko Petroleum in the Human Health and Safety Department. She met Chris in approximately June 2018 through the course of working at Anadarko, and they began to talk and hang out. Kessinger was aware that Watts was married and had children, and he told her that he was separating from his wife. Kessinger was aware that Watts' wife and children were missing at the time of the interview. Kessinger and Watts' relationship developed into more than a friendship, and it became intimate. Watts told Kessinger that he loved her approximately 2 weeks prior to the time of this interview, so 2 weeks before he killed his family. While Kessinger and Watts had discussed a potential future together, Kessinger wanted to wait until Watts' divorce became final before advancing their relationship any further. Now, before these emails had surfaced, Nichol asked Chris to delete his text messages to keep the relationship a secret from his friends. But thanks to Mr. Tony Husky for exposing both of them, it all went down the wrong path for her. Now, I'm going to be doing some more emails on Nichol Kessinger, so keep an eye out for those. They're going to be very detailed into everything that she had to do with this case. But what do you guys think? Do you think that she was caught red-handed and she was like, oh shit, I'm caught now. Should I come forward? That way they don't consider me suspect, because she even looked up about Amber Fry with the Scott Peterson deal and all the bullshit she did with that, with the searching for wedding dresses, and she didn't, or their relationship wasn't further. Like I said, I'll be doing more videos on that information, but what do you guys think? Do you think she felt like she was forced into it? I'm caught, I have to do it. Or, ironically, 2 hours after those emails were sent in, then she decides to call police and has a change of heart because of his missing family. Which one do you guys think is true? I think it's the first one. But that's just me. So, let me know what you guys think below. Don't forget to subscribe.